Good form is so important for exercise. So let's talk about some cues that you might hear in class and what it means. So you might hear an instructor say, engage your core. This simply means to draw your belly button in towards your spine and to create a mild tension through your abdominal muscles. You might also squeeze your gluteals. This will help to provide some stability to your low back, and bonus, it'll help work your abdominal muscles. This will keep your body safe during the movement of exercise. Our next cue you might hear is shoulders back and down. So simply lift your shoulders up, draw them back, and bring them down. What happens sometimes during exercise when we get focused on what we're supposed to be doing in the movement, or perhaps we begin to get fatigued, our shoulders start creeping up into our ears, or we begin rounding forward. So it's good to remember to bring our shoulders up, back, and down. And this brings us into the next cue you might hear, to maintain a neutral spine. So we want you to keep the natural curves of your spine, but we want you to watch that you're not rounding over or that you're not hyperextending through your spine as well. So you might tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes, lift your shoulders back and down, draw your shoulder blades together, and think about maintaining a neutral spine or the natural curves of your spine as you stay lengthened throughout the exercise. Sometimes you'll hear an instructor say, keep your knees relaxed or knees soft. This simply means to not tighten up through your knees, but to relax the tension in your legs. And so an example might be when we do a hip hinge exercise where our legs are lengthened. We want to maintain the length right up through our spine, getting into the neutral spine we just talked about, but keep your knees slightly bent, and then you can hip hinge, keep your spine lengthened, shoulders back and down, squeeze through your heels, squeeze through your glutes, come back up to a nice tall position. Another cue you might hear is to widen your stance. So whether you're in a seated position or a standing position, we often come into a neutral stance, which simply means a comfortable distance apart, roughly hip or shoulders distance apart. And if you want to widen that stance, you might go heel toe to the right, heel toe to the left, and now my feet are just a little bit more towards the outside of my hips. This may provide a little bit more stability during the exercise. So let's relax our knees, soften our knees, bring our right heel in and our right toe in, our left heel in, our left toe in, lift our chest up, our shoulders back and down, take a big deep breath with me, and keep focused on great form throughout your exercises to not only have them be effective, but be safe and have fun while we're doing it.